don't just go flying, pilot a classic, like the ready-to-fly Flyzone Super Cub Micro. It's a fully assembled, semi-scale copy of the popular full-size Super Cub. Its high-wing design makes it a stable, easy-flying aircraft for virtually any pilot. And since it comes with everything you need, you can get out to the flying field in record time. The radio is a cutting-edge 2.4 GHz tactic system. It offers the best in dependable, interference-free control, as well as an easy way to charge up your lithium flight battery. With a wingspan of just 17.7 inches, the Super Cub is easy to leave in your car or truck for grab-and-go flying sessions. It's so compact, a nearby park or ball diamond offers more than enough room to fly the Super Cub, and less time driving leaves you with more time for flying. Next time, pilot a classic that's simple, stable, compact, and complete. The Flyzone Micro Super Cub EP RTF.
Hi everybody, it's Rob and Kurt with Two Brothers Hobby, and before us on the bench we have the Flyzone Super Cub.
Yeah, the latest offering from Flyzone. We've flown some other of their micros, the Albatross, you were a big fan of.
Yes.
And then they have their DR1, which is kind of their Fokker DR1, which is kind of due out, I think, right about now. It should be hitting the shelves. Yeah. And we just had the Super Cub sent over to us, so we're going to give that a try. Now, of course, it's a familiar looking package.
Yeah.
I've owned several Cubs. You've owned Cubs.
I'm trying to figure out what's familiar about it.
The yellow, the black, the little cub on the tail.
That's it, the little cub on the tail.
However, the dihedral does kind of throw you off a little bit when you first glance at it.
A little bit, yeah. It took me by surprise.
I don't think that's
If it is, then I wouldn't want to fly on one of them.
That's what happens when you're missing the wing struts. It'll come up.
It comes up hard.
With that heavy dihedral low and with the undercamber wing, though, I think we're going to see it be a real stable beginner plane.
Yeah, you're going to find it wanting to correct itself.
Yep, settle right in.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Settle right into its groove, and upright itself. This is a 3-channel plane, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at it, Rob.
All right. Typical with a lot of your micros today, this one comes out of the box pretty much, I'll say pretty much assembled, fully assembled. If we take a look from the nose back, we've got that nice looking Super Cub nose, the cowl. Got a fat prop on there, which I would imagine will give us a lot of pull. Landing gears, got the fairings on the side of the struts. The finish itself on the plane seems to be really nice. For being a foam plane, the paint job on it is nice and smooth.
Yeah, it's filled in really well. You can't really see the texture of the foam too much at all.
Exactly, it doesn't look bad at all. We've got a steerable tail wheel on the back here, which will help definitely not having to use that rudder to steer, so it should have some pretty good ground handling on it. One thing I did notice, Kurt, out of the box is we have no ventilation for the motor. Be interesting to see. I'm sure that's not a problem for the motor, but a lot of times you and I like to put just a dab of thin oil on that mating gear on the motor.
Yep.
And
the spindle where it goes through the bushing.
You got it. Just
to kill some of that vibration.
Yep, and smooth things out, take some noise out. So we may bore a small hole in that and put a drop of oil on it just for our own satisfaction. We've got our battery recessed down below to accommodate the battery. And if you take a look on the bottom here, you'll see that there are some recesses in the wing and on the fuse for the only assembly you have to do, which will be these struts right here. And those are adhered with small pieces of adhesive on each one.
Okay.
So look at the directions for that, because all struts have a forward and reverse, don't they?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Right. We'll see if this one does.
That's right. All right, why don't you take us through what the radio involves?
All right. Well, the radio system's, they've switched over to the Tactic radio system now, TTX 402. And this is kind of cool because it's just a miniaturized version of a dual stick transmitter that we've used so often. The other Tactic radios that we've used in some of the Flyzone products, and it just has that general look and feel of a standard 4-channel or more transmitter, dual stick transmitter. So we have that benefit of having those nice gimbal, the nice gimbal movement and the good range in the gimbals, so you don't have that kind of toy transmitter feel. And we've talked about that before, Rob. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to forget you're playing with a small micro because the transmitter feels strange.
Well, on those smaller radios too, is you find you're over pushing the sticks because you're expecting more range and you're not getting it.
Exactly. So now we have more of that control throw we're expecting with our thumbs. Charge light on the front, power light on the front as well. And then if we go through and open up the back patch, there's a charge port. So we can take our battery and slide it in right there, flip it over, and you see our charge light is illuminated. So it's charging up our little 3.7 volt, 130 milliamp single cell for the Cub, which should be more than enough for the size of the plane. Should be. We've used these a lot in the micros. It's a standard format connector, so nothing funky going on there.
Exactly.
So you can use all your other backup batteries you've got or extra batteries you've got from your other models. And that's pretty much it for the radio system.
Kurt, do you think maybe I can fly this one?
Well, can or may, because you can fly anything you want.
Kurt, will you let me fly this plane?
You can fly. It's not like that. It's not. It's not that it's not that harsh of an environment.
He's selfish.
Yes, absolutely, you can fly that plane, Rob. In
Thank
fact,
you
you always review the micros. You're the micro guy.
Yeah, I'm the micro guy.
Don't let that cut into your ego or anything.
No,
You're just the micro guy.
not at my age. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm cool with it all. It's good.
Let's get our Flyzone 130 milliamp battery charged up and take the Cub out. And then be sure to come back and check out the review footage, and we'll let you know how the Cub performed for us.